When I got out the military, someone asked to meet me on Roosevelt Road. And Roosevelt Road is probably one of the major thoroughfares in the city of Chicago. And for the life of me, I could not remember where Roosevelt Road was, but I could still remember routes in Iraq and Afghanistan. When you come back home, you realize that now you have to reintegrate yourself and understand where your place is. Coming out of the military, every individual is going to have his or her challenges. We've seen veterans with substance abuse issues, homelessness issues. You just got to be real stupid about things and just say, you know what, I can make a difference. My name is Eli Williamson. I'm the co-founder with Roy Sarton. He's over there in the back of Leave No Veteran Behind. We came up with this crazy idea. Let's go after contracts where we can provide direct transitional jobs for veterans, where we can provide training for veterans, wages for veterans, and then place those veterans into gaining industries. We've paid out about $3.8 million in wages to veterans. We provided 750 transitional jobs. But being able to articulate to people a larger vision of themselves, that is our advocacy mission. Just like our transitional jobs program for veterans, our STEAM Corps program is a transitional job for youth as well, to engage them around STEM.
You got to speak your mind. If there's something you think that is wrong, something that's going on, I need all of you to speak on it.
These at-risk youth were put in some really tough situations growing up, but I was pretty lucky. What kept me off the streets is I was a musician, and I know quite a few other people who are musicians.
Like, what are some of the things that you think would make the program a little bit better for you to do it next year, besides money?
Roy and I first met in high school. We had choir and band together. And I don't know, I think we've been arguing like old women ever since.
He was this tall, lanky, strange-looking dude who wore Dockers every day. And we just ended up sitting by each other and just hit it off real well.
Both of us actually went to college for music, and we had both decided that our paths had diverged. So we both dropped our music majors.
At the same time, his roommate actually had joined the Army Reserves and spoke very highly of it.
I told Roy about the support for school, and he got excited. So we ended up joining together. What made me want to go active duty in the military was September 11th happened, and it's in my gut that this was an opportunity for me to serve. Originally, the concept for Leave No Veteran Behind started off because both Roy and I had student loans.
When I got returned from Iraq, I got a call from the student loan company saying that, hey, you need to make a $20,000 payment. Although I had the funds, it was just enough for me to get myself back together. So for me, the transition wasn't as tough, but I was one of the lucky ones.
Again, I find myself, and Roy finds himself, in a position where we can help some folks. So that's what we're supposed to do.
So yeah, you're gonna work, but I promise you're gonna learn a lot.
Many of the veterans who apply and want to engage with STEAM Corps are veterans who enjoy working with youth.
I ran the STEAM Corps program for the past 2 winters. How you been, man? Good. You all right? Yeah. All right. Dude, you're the only one from the whole crew. Is there anyone else here? I wanted to give them as much access to all these tools which I felt they didn't have access to, because I wanted them to be able to maximize their potential. How many of y'all want the pleasure of being able to install a lock on your bike that you can park it with no big chain? In a lot of these cases, I knew so many bright kids that just didn't know what they didn't know.
Trauma is not a veteran thing.
How many of you all know somebody personally who's died from violence?
You have children who see trauma, who see violence every day, and then still show up to school with no support and get C's. What would that look like if they just had a little bit of support? That's not their fault, that's our fault.
Oregano, garlic, parsley, all those things that you have that you season your foods with, they're actually medicine.
Veterans can paint a vision for where our country needs to be. And the only reason we can do that, because you realize that you were part of something larger than yourself. That's a fundamental value that veterans can share as they leave the military with the communities that they come back to.